What was it like getting the news of the trade yesterday?
Shocking. Like I seen the call. I'm like, I hadn't had a call from my GM son before. I'm like, what are you calling me for? I'm like, what's going on? So then he told me, hey, we just traded you to Atlanta. And I was like, oh, word. So it's a blessing. I'm happy to be here. I'm very thankful for the opportunity. You know, God works in mysterious ways.
Mm-hmm. And I was listening to the podcast with Coach Allen. He said, your loyalty, you had a chance to do the transfer portal thing, but you stayed with the Oilers for 6 years.
Yep.
I guess one coach went to Ohio State. What led you to stay, and what schools looked at you?
Family. That's my family. My coach going to Ohio State. That wasn't like a kicker. Like, oh, let's go over there. But just staying with my guys. My coach believed in me from day one. And my coach that left, he told me to stay too. He's like, man, that's your family over there. Like you know your brothers. Like, yeah, I've been through everything together, and that was just always in my mind. And like I said, back in Seattle, I just wanted to see my name go across the board when I got drafted. Mike Jerrell, University of Findlay, no other school. So, yeah.
Mike, Michael, which one do you like?
Either one. You call me Mike Michael.
Okay, so Mike, what do you know about the Falcons?
Obviously Michael Vick played here. Man, I feel like it was a good DN back in the day that I used to like. 44, what was his last name? Beasley? Yeah, what was his name? Yeah,
Vic Beasley.
Yeah, Vic Beasley. I used to watch him a lot. Tony Gonzalez, Julio Jones, those guys. History. Steady building. One Super Bowl appearance here? Two? Okay, yeah, two. We're gonna get another one for sure. Definitely gonna get another one. So yeah, that's all I know. I grew up. I liked the Falcons because of the color scheme. Like I would say, that was like one of my top 3 favorite teams growing up as a kid. Obviously, I'm a hometown Colts. Colts, Falcons, and Dolphins was my favorite teams growing up. Like just watching them in color scheme wise.
What do you enjoy just about a change of scenery and an opportunity for something new for you?
Just being open. Say it again.
What do you enjoy about a change of scenery for you and just a new opportunity?
To just change, like the idea of change, getting from one place, getting to know guys, becoming a part of a new culture, adapting to the culture. That's exciting to me. And I'm always looking for always looking to grow in every aspect. This is going to help me grow very well. Like the things they do over here is very different from the way we did it over in Seattle. And I feel like this is going to make me a way better player. Not to say anything bad about them, but like,
sure.
Just how they teach the game. I feel like this fits how I play personally, and I'm really excited about it.
In what way is it different?
I feel like I just like how we both run the same similar schemes, but like how just little details. I feel like when some of the things my coaches get mad at me for doing and in practice, they do it here. So I feel like that fits me perfectly. Like it's just I can go back to doing things like how I used to do them and stuff like that.
What do you think that you could add to this offensive line? Just in the short time that you've been here, it's only been, 2 days?
2 days, yeah. I'm still getting along. I'm still trying to get adjusted to the room right now. But I feel like I can come in, I'm going to be a sponge. I'm willing to do anything to help the next guy who's in front of me, behind me, or right beside me. I'm willing to do anything to help the team grow.
What's something that you think that you can add to this team?
Yeah.
Maybe what stands between you and potentially starting week 1? Let's just say that.
I would say I just got here, so just learning the offense. If that was like the thing why I wouldn't play, because I just got here, But I'm steady learning. The guys gonna bring me along, and the other guys behind me, I'm gonna give them some of the knowledge that I done got while I just got here. So, just can you add to the brotherhood?
What do you think of the room so far? It's guys that have been here for a long time. A lot of them.
Yeah, man, the room fire though. I love the room, man. The coach fire, coach energetic, man. I don't know, just the vibe here, man. It's just like it's fire, man. I like it. I like having he reminds me of my college coach for some odd reason. Like his voice, his tone, and his delivery. Like he reminds me of my college coach. My college coach was a very energetic, guy and all that. And the players, man, they, I feel like I fit in right into them with personality wise. Like I'm starting to get along, trying to pick up on like the jokes and stuff like that. I'm picking it up pretty fast, man. The guy's funny. I like him.
Raheem is referred to the O-line room as kind of cult-like.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like it reminds me of college. Like it was like a cult-like. Like you know what I'm saying. Like it's just, like they have a standard, and like you play up to the standard, and play for your brother, you play for everybody, and I like that. And that's how it should be.
Mike, coming from Seattle, you may have heard Michael Penix Jr.'s name mentioned amongst the fans with the Washington campus being right there once or twice. What was your impression of him, or what do you know about your new quarterback?
I mean, I heard about his name way before, UW, man, back in his days in Indiana, IU, that was Mike Penix. And I knew some guys that played with him, man. They always said, man, he stayed healthy, bro. He was gonna be the guy. And, I was like, always wondering, I was like, all right, we sitting there. He got healthy, man, at UW, and he balled out, man. And he should have won Heisman, in my opinion, man. But, yeah, man, I think he's a great quarterback. I'm excited to get to working with him. We got the same name. I talked to him because I talked to him after the game last year. We played him and just told him some dudes that I knew. They told me to say what's up to him and stuff like that. And so, I introduced myself. He probably don't remember so much stuff going on, but yeah.
They talk about your hoop game. They said they saw you 6'4", 245 dunking machine there in high school.
Yeah, a little bit. I was more of a post player, defender. That was just my game. A hustle player. But I will go up and get some dunks. I would dunk on you. I had a little hops. I still got a little hops now. Even with the weight, surprisingly. But yeah, I still go up and dunk it here and there.
Okay, how did you transform? That took some vision for them to see 300. See putting the pounds on you and being able to play.
Yeah, man. Coach Wags, my strength coach at Findlay, and a friend, my old boss too, that I worked for back at home, man. He took a liking to me and helped me develop strength-wise as well too. His name was Joe Robinson, owner of ESG. Those two people were very, very influential to me, and Findlay, Henderson Dining Hall meal plan definitely helped out a lot. And everybody hands-on, man. It takes a village to make a football player, in my opinion. I feel like everybody involved, helped me become the man I am today.
Given the fact that you basically arrived right before week 1, would you consider yourself a quick study?
Would
you consider yourself like a quick study when it comes to learning the playbook and learning not just your teammates' names, but the entire facility? Like, it's a whole new life here now.
Yeah, I done got lost in the facility like 3 times already. So, I'm trying to figure it out. I might need help finding the lunchroom later on. But, yeah, I've been, diving into the playbook, man, just trying to get used to the lingo. It's different lingo everywhere you go, get used to the code words. So I've been just hammering it out, trying to get used to it. But I'm definitely picking it up fast, though.
Do you study in a certain way?
Yeah, I usually have the plays right in front of me, watching the plays, and then just sit up there and, before the plays start, get the steal copy before he hikes the ball and try to draw it out and see if I make the right calls, and that helps me out a lot. And then I try to also look at a script or something, or look at the plays and walk through it in my room, get in my stance, and take my first 2 steps and make my calls as if I was out there on the field. That's how I study.
Oh, so you need a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that was something I picked up from my vets in Seattle, man. Seattle has some great vets that helped me out a lot, and I picked up on some of the things they used to tell me, get in the mirror, look at yourself in your stance, visualize the play. You gotta dive deep into it. And those guys over there, they helped me out a lot. So yeah.
Was there anybody in particular?
Last year was George Fant, Stone Forsyth, Charles Cross, Lakin Thompson, all those guys, and even the guys that just came there. It was a very welcoming room. Even the guys they brought in. When I was a rookie, kind of struggling, I had some rookies help me too. They got to pick up the playbook a little bit faster, because the NFL playbook is nothing like college. My Findlay College playbook was, it was big, but it's not wasn't as big as this, and they're used to bigger playbooks, so they played at bigger schools. So, they helped me. Christian Haynes, all those guys, Satawa, Josh Jones, who just got there, man, he helped me out a lot. A lot of guys over there, man, they helped me out.
Mike, earlier when you were talking about the vibe here, how would you describe what that is?
Man, the vibe, it's just I don't know, it's like if I can compare, it's like finding a new girlfriend, man. It's it's exciting, you done left your old girlfriend, you got a new one. That's how excited. But it's good vibes over there. Not gonna lie, it's good vibes over here. But it's just a fresh feeling, a fresh start. They're excited for me. It's energetic. I can feel the excitement for me, and how they want me to succeed. They want me to see. They want me to do well. Come in and step in and help contribute to the team. I can feel that, and I'm excited to get started.
What's your strongest trait?
I would say my strongest trait is probably speed. I feel like I'm a fast player. I feel like I can, once I get going, I'm pretty fast, pretty strong. get my hands on you, like I feel like you ain't going nowhere.
Have you gotten used to the East Coast time zone yet?
Yeah, I mean, I get adjusted to it fast. I'm from, being from in the Midwest, just prep yourself, just going to bed a little bit earlier. Maybe like, I would kind of like stay up, like get up a little bit earlier, just so when I get back home, like back to my hotel room, I would fall asleep way early at the time I'm supposed to fall asleep at. So that's what's been helping me.
I'm just excited. I'm just excited to get to play a kid's game and have fun doing it with these guys that we got on this team. It's a special group. I love everything about every guy on this team, and I'm excited to go to battle with them.
It looks like you're going to have 4 rookie potential contributors on this team, specifically 2 starters. What's it like kind of bringing those guys along and having that kind of youth on this team?
It's awesome. They were drafted where they were for a reason. They've got the talent. I know for most of them, we thought they were going to get picked earlier, and we were able to get our hands on them. Obviously, Terry scouted them hard, and at the end of the day, they got all the capabilities, all the potential. I believe, Lord willing, they'll be great players in this league for a long time. Just want to be confident, because those guys confident will be a problem for everybody. So I'm excited to have these guys.
What's been your experience just running with Divine Diablo throughout training camp and kind of having a new running mate on the inside there?
He's awesome. He's got all the athletic traits. Obviously, you guys can see that. You'll see it on tape here soon. But he's smart. He enjoys the game, and really that's all you want in someone, even if they're not that athletic, which he is, God bless. If you enjoy the game of football, it's just fun to play with you, and that's what it is with him. It's just fun on the field. Now you add all the talent that he has. Man, come on. It's a blast.
Tampa Bay utilized some of the most screens, I think, in the league last season. How much as a linebacker do you have to be prepared for that element of an offensive game plan?
Yeah, you got to be ready. I mean, screens, if you take care of them, they'll go away really fast. But if you don't take care of them, they're going to keep showing their head, not only in this game, but in games to come. So take care of that quick, get it out of there, and make them beat us with something else.
Do you often find if there is something that another team has success against you early, can you kind of be like, all right, we're going to see a couple of weeks
100%. Of yes, you're going to see a couple weeks of it. As long as that game is in the breakdown, it's going to keep coming back. So you gotta kill it for about 5-6 weeks, and then you can move on.
Going back to those defensive rookies, what has been particularly impressive about them?
I loved how they've stacked days. Obviously, there's been a couple of injuries here and there to a couple of them. Missed a couple practices, but when they're out there on that field, they're flying around, they're running around, and they just continue to get better. I love the cerebral aspect of their game. Obviously, they showed it early, but it's grown, and that's what you need in rookies. And I know it's not going to be perfect. No player on the team, even if you played 20 years, will be perfect. But I want them to play confident, and that's what they've been doing every day. And if they do that on game day, which I believe they're going to, it's going to be awesome.
Best piece of advice for those guys who are young and starting their first NFL game right off the jump?
Confidence. Yep. Confidence is a crazy drug, as I've heard. And you're confident, it's going to take care of a lot of stuff.
How has, with I think 6 or 7 starters, depending on which lineup you roll out there, what's the continuity been like? How y'all been building that over the course of training camp with the for opening game coming up?
Yeah, I mean, that's why you have training camp. That's why you do it together. You got to go through something grueling, go through something taxing, go through something that hurts, go through a little suffering together, and that'll that puts you closer, that puts you tighter. So going through this training camp, obviously, Raw took care of us, but at the same time, hot days, hard days, lots of rep days, going through it together is what sharpens you, brings you closer.
What's the vision for the unit? What will be your vision for you all when y'all throw it out there?
Just chase being the best every day. Just chase it. Let's just chase being the best every day.
Elijah, it looks like you're the next man up. Is that to us? Is that the way it looks to you?
That's the way it looks to me. It's how we've been working in practice, so that's the way it looks to me.
What's your comfort level with the job at the moment?
I've played right tackle before. I've pretty much played all 4 spots except center, so I think I'm pretty comfortable.
Last time at right tackle was in Denver, is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
How long will it take to get a continuity with Chris on that side?
Not long, man. We've been together for a couple years, so not long at all. Getting practices down and stuff like that is helping. But as the season goes on, as weeks go on, we'll get more and more comfortable.
Elijah, obviously you never want anyone to go down, but what do you enjoy about the opportunity for yourself to step up in this spot?
I've kind of been in this role before, so it's go time for me. Like you said, you never want to see anybody go down, but that's an opportunity for me to step up and next man up.
How nice is it to have Chris by your side?
It's really nice to have an all-pro next to you. It's very comforting over there.
What's the tougher part to ramp up for, the pass blocking or the cohesion that you need in that zone blocking?
I think it's the cohesion and the sequencing that it takes to, be in the zone scheme.
Yeah.
But everything kind of falls into place after we kind of get our timing and everything down in practice.
We heard all offseason about how just tight-knit the O-line group was. How tough is it when a guy that you spend so much time with is out for the year like you?
Oh, yeah, that's tough, man. We spend our Thursdays, going out to dinner together as an offensive line, and, we're always together in meetings and joking around. And, of course, we spend a lot of time up here at the facility, so, it's very tough to lose a guy that's pivotal to your team like that. But like I was saying, it's next man up, and you just got to roll with the punches and, go get some wins for the Falcons.
What's it like working with Mike Penix?
I'll use the word comforting. Very, very cool, calm, and collected out there. I like out there. I like working with him out there.
Just how
Thanks a lot.
Going around different spots off the line, but now you're stuck at that right. Is that kind of prepared you for everything?
I've kind of been somewhat cross-trained, I guess, throughout my years in the NFL. So I guess that's kind of prepared me for this moment. But it's kind of like riding a bike, man. You just got to get on or take a couple laps, and then you'll be good, man. You're back rolling. So I think that kind of prepared me for this moment.
How comfortable with this? Are you in this moment, and are you ready for it?
Yeah, man. This is what I've been doing all my life, So it's time to go and get an opportunity to start. So no better way than week one and a divisional game.
What were you able to take and learn from Caleb? Looking behind him personally.
Just seeing how him and Chris work, and the continuity that they have, and just the brotherhood that everybody's built over the years. I think just being able to take away that and just kind of see the way that they work, and kind of emulate that and try and do the same thing.
When I guess Raheem, I don't know if Raheem or Terry, who told you made the 53?
Yeah, I was kind of in awe. I think Coach P was the first person to communicate with you with that, and man, I was kind of speechless. I came here with the opportunity of just trying to make the team, trying to find a spot, and for me to be able to have the opportunity to make the 53-man roster was truly a blessing. And all I could do was just give glory to God. Just for the journey of being an undrafted guy, not highly scouted, not highly recruited, and for really Coach Petrie to take a chance on me, for the whole roster to take a chance on me, for me to be in this position right here is truly a blessing. So I'm grateful for it. I'm humbled, and I know this is just the beginning. I'm excited for what the journey is ahead.
Where were you when he told you?
I was in the running back room. So waking up in the morning, not really knowing what was going to happen, not really, kind of just, really resting and praying in the Lord for, hey, whatever your plan is, I'm okay with that. I'm going to roll with that. And then when we got in meetings, that's when I found out. So.
First phone call?
To my wife. It was to my wife, definitely. Told her that I was excited, and then I called my dad. So those were probably the two top people. Just really, really excited for the opportunity, and I was just in awe. I still am, if I'm being honest with you.
Sure.
Still am, but just completely grateful and thankful.
He told you one-on-one, or was it with the other?
No, it was with
guys?
other guys.
Okay.
Bijan and Tyler was in there as well. When I found out, and those guys were congratulating me, happy for me as well. And it's amazing being in the position that I'm in. Being a rookie and having two of the best backs in the league to be able to learn off of, and that's just huge. And I love those guys. I love the entire coaching staff. I love Coach Petrie. All those guys have really, really helped me grow as a player, really helped me grow as a man. For me to be in the position I am right now and be in the room that I am right now, you don't get a lot of that around the league, so I'm very grateful and blessed for that.
Can you describe the kind of emotions that you did feel in that moment? It's a moment that a lot of people don't get very often.
Yeah, man, the emotions I was feeling, thankful, grateful, a lot of gratitude, and kind of just still in awe, from being able to, from rookie minicamp to OTAs to me not really focusing on, hey, I got to try and make a roster, but hey, what can I do to put myself in position to have a spot on this team, to have a role, and that was kind of my mindset coming in of just, hey, I'm just going to come in and grind and learn off of the older guys and, continue to try to get better each and every day. And for me to be in the position I am right now is just, it's great. It's a testament to, number one, the coaching that I've had with Coach Petrie, and a testament to the guys like Bijan and Tyler really pushing me and me being able to learn off of those guys. So I wouldn't be in the position I am right now without those guys really, really helping me and pushing me along the way.
Obviously, you made the initial 53, but what do you like about the camp that you put together for yourself?
Yeah, I just feel like my mindset was just coming every day and continue to get better, in every aspect of my game, as a running back and even being special teams and all those things. That was kind of my mindset, and trying to grow, trying to improve, trying to focus in on what can I do to improve each and every day, and taking that one day at a time, and just being surrounded by a great group of guys and just a great offense that allowed me to be able to show my talent and display that stuff on the field. It was huge.
Given how they reacted to your touchdown against the Titans, how did Bijan and Tyler really react in that room when you were told?
Yeah, I mean, they were like congratulating me, and they were thankful as well. And that room as a whole, it's just we just have a great room, and it starts from Coach Petrie and trickles down to us of just our brotherhood, and who we are, of pushing each other every day, truly loving each other, and not just saying that we love each other because we're teammates, but actually saying that we love each other because we do, and that's real. And I can think you saw that, in the touchdown run, and really just around practice when you see us hang out around each other. Like when it's time to go to work, we go to work, and we also enjoy playing this game, so we like to have fun with each other, and that's just a blessing in itself. To be in the room with guys where you guys like each other, you guys can compete and make each other better, and also it's like a family. Like I got my own brothers.
So they kept it relatively chill in comparison.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah.
You hear about Bijan Robinson, and then you get a chance to be in the same room as him. What have you learned from him so far?
Man, his work ethic, man. I mean, he's a freak. At the end of the day, he can do some things that I've never seen anyone be able to do with the ball in his hands. The same thing with Tyler. So being able to learn from those guys, really just scheme of the offense and seeing how they work, seeing how they practice, seeing the little things like how they pass protect, how they footwork, how they go about the things, how they talk about pass protection and things like that. Like I try to take notice of all the little things, try to add that to my game because those two guys are amazing running backs. They're going to make a lot of money playing this game. They're going to have a very, very long career. So for me being a rookie coming in and being so young, I get to learn from those guys. So that's my mindset. Man, I get to learn from two of the best backs, to ever be able to play the game and to ever toe the rock for the Atlanta Falcons. Like, what better position, would anyone else want to be in? So I'm truly humbled and grateful that, God led me to be here in this room in this moment. I mean, for however long that is, to take advantage of it.
What special teams do you have in your history, and where are they gonna try to put you on special teams at?
Yeah, right now, just got playing a role in punt a lot. Kind of just doing everything, as far as punt, kickoff return, kickoff, doing all those things. And my mindset is, coming from college, not really having that much special teams film, just because I was, one of the star players as running back, being able to prove and really grow in that next aspect of my game. Kind of like I was alluding earlier, understanding that, yes, I want to grow as a running back, and yes, I want to be able to learn from Bijan and Tyler, but right now my role is to do all that I can to gain more wisdom and gain confidence in coaches for me to be able to play special teams. So right now, as long as me continually growing a running back, that's also my next focus of, okay, what can I do right now to develop a role in special teams.
You were talking earlier about the undrafted aspect, the maybe being overlooked at times aspect. You making the roster, what kind of a message does it send to other guys out there like that?
Yeah, when I was debating, when my wife and I were going back and forth on whether or not we should stay in college one more year, whether or not we should try to go for the draft, I think one of the things that my dad told me was to, hey, pray about it and to believe in yourself. So through the whole process of, going through training and going through the pro days and the NFL draft and all those things, my mindset was, hey, like I know what I can do, I know the skills and abilities that I have, and all I need is one opportunity, and really just trusting the Lord of, okay, Lord, what do you have for me? And this is what I believe that He wanted me to do. I didn't believe that it was in His will for me to go back to college. I believe that He wanted me to kind of take a leap of faith and to go out and to go into the draft, and obviously it didn't happen the way that I wanted to, but it happened perfectly in the way that He planned it, and I'm so grateful for that because I wouldn't be here without Him, and me just trusting the process, me continuously to work hard and stay true to who I am and to what I believe in my faith, and just allowing Him to do the rest of the work. So I wouldn't be here without Him. I wouldn't be here without just people like Coach Petrie and all the other guys who took a chance on me. So I'm very grateful for that.
What was your wife's reaction when you called her on the phone?
Man, she was excited, extremely excited. We've been away from each other for almost a month now. So she's excited for me to be able to come back home, for her to be able to come back here, and for us to be together, begin to start our life here in Georgia.
It's anytime when you deal with any type of injury, they're unfortunate. You hate it for when it happens for that person in particular, because they put so much work getting ready for the season. But at the same time, like when you're building your roster and you're trying to get guys ready, you're always excited also for the opportunity to see that next man up kind of mentality, because they have to be ready. And I always said, like, that 6th, 7th, 8th guy on your roster for the offensive line, they have to. It's such a hard position because you don't know when your number is going to be called. You got to prepare like you're a starter, but you never know when it's going to happen. But when it does happen, in that window, you got to make sure you keep that window open for you and go out and be your best now. And so you're excited about those opportunities and see some of those guys get the opportunities, kind of step up and doing well at those spots. And so, like, it's sad, but at the same time, it's hard to say you're excited, but you like the room and what you have because you see the competition and guys really trying to step up now.
And when you're evaluating the options to step up, how much does the experience that a guy like Elijah Wilkinson, even though a lot of that's been at guard, but he's got the versatility, he's been in a lot of games.
That's right. He's played a lot of football, yep.
How much does that factor into the mix?
You know, it factors, like when Elijah first got here, you know, he was mostly tackle. Like most of the stuff that we were seeing when he was at Chicago, it was coming over as a tackle. We took him and Jermaine Ifedi, and we had a need at guard at the time. And told both of those two, like, hey, one of you guys is going to be the guard, the other guy's going to probably be the swing tackle. And that's how it kind of played out, and Elijah played really well for us at guard that season. And then, like, because I always knew that Elijah has that flex. He's got the flex to where he can play any position along the offensive line. And so when you like that, and that's what you liked with those guys, is just the ability to play multiple positions. And that's why, like when you're that 6th, 7th, 8th, you've got to be able to do that. And so in training camp and everything like that, we try to expose those guys to get ready for those situations if they do occur.
Do you see Matthew Bergeron potentially having that kind of flexibility?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Berge is a guy that played tackle in college, obviously. But he's also another guy that gives us an option to take a look at, to kind of see, like, hey, is this an opportunity or an option to put him out there as well? And so it's kind of like what you're trying to do is, by the end of it, when you get down to it, who's going to be the best 5 that you feel like is going to give you an opportunity to go out there and win a ball game?
Given the value you guys place on cohesion and reps together,
yes,
what's the earliest that it's realistic for these new guys to actually be competing and not just be catching up?
Yeah, and it's those guys when they're coming in, it's a lot that they're taking in right now. And not only that, like Michael Jerrell that came in here from Seattle, like, I mean, that's a long flight. You get here, all right, we're practicing the next day. And so it's a lot of information, but the thing about it is the room. I think we got some great leaders in that room. Great leaders as far as examples, not only in the meeting room, but also on the field. And really, like, the whole group, like you sense like a Chris Lindstrom right now, a Matthew Bergeron, a Jake Matthews, all those guys rallying to try to help catch guys up. Yeah. And just the urgency, because, hey, here in about a week now, it's real now. And so Tampa's coming in here, and we know the difficulties they present defensively, and so, like, it's just getting ready for that.
Forgive me, I know I missed it, but what's your comfort level with Elijah and dropping him in at this point?
I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah.
I really we were talking about just a little while ago, as far as when we got Elijah here, most of what you saw was tackle in Chicago when he was in Chicago. Okay. He's got great length, he's athletic, and we've used him a lot in training camp at tackle. So I like what I see there with Elijah there as an option for us.
What is the transition like for Jarrell? It's just as he's trying to kind of assimilate and trying to join this?
Well, it's, for one, he's just got to get used to the time difference. But not only that, it's a lot. I mean, but the thing is, he's a pro. He's been in the league. He kind of understands the urgency behind it, and it's now trying to catch him up as fast as you possibly can. There's the verbiage, the lingo, all that's going to be a little bit different. And it's just trying to get him as comfortable with our system as fast as we can.
Are you confident that he could start week 1?
He's definitely an option. He's definitely an option. We do feel like he could be an option for us there.
Was he anybody on your radar during the draft process last year?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he was a guy from a small school, and I think it was Findlay that he went to school, and you know, he was one of those guys that looked raw but was extremely athletic, could move really well. And so he's one of those guys that definitely grabbed our attention when we were going through the draft process. And, you know, fast forward, now we get the opportunity to bring him in and start working with him. So we're excited about it.
How many folks would you say are in the running right now for this job? 6?
Yeah, how many linemen we have? Like everybody.
It's like a Royal Rumble.
I think realistically, like when you got in here, like like you're probably looking at it 3 to 4
right
guys that we'll try, just kind of moving around and stuff like
Right.
that, just kind of see how it's going to work out for that first week with it.
Speaking of moving around, sorry if we talked about this earlier, but Rob was mentioning potentially moving Matthew Bergeron over to right tackle, still an option. What would be the benefit of that in your eyes?
Well, it's just, you got a guy like Kyle Hinton who started games for us. And so it's getting another guy. Like I look at Kyle Hinton as being a starter. I don't really look at him as a backup. I see him as a starter. He's played a lot of meaningful games. Has done really well in there. So it just allows you to play somebody that you really like at guard as well. And you think, Burge, obviously he was a tackle in college, did a really good job there with it. So he's a guy that's got the length, the athleticism that can go out there. And that's what you try to build. Like you want to get a lot of guys that can play multiple positions.
Would Wilkinson come in and be potentially a guy who can start at that left guard spot?
He could, yeah, absolutely. Because that's the thing is, like, we've been training all those guys at guard and tackle. And so, like, that 6th, 7th, and 8th guy, we got to have flex as far as, like, a guy that can play all 3 on the inside, a guy that can play guard tackle, and then a good swing tackle. And so that's how we try to train them.
Could it be situational, depending on the matchup, the team?
It could, but not necessarily with that.
Okay.
You're really just right. For us right now, I'd say, what's the best answer right now?
Right.
Not necessarily because, it's so many, like, you're thinking about matchups and stuff like that with it. Like, it's all hard, man. It's all going to be tough, and they all present different issues. And it's really just finding out, hey, what's going to be the best 5 that gives us the best opportunity to go out and let's be the best offense that we can be this year.
This is an offensive line that's had so much continuity, and all of a sudden there are 2 pieces that are very different. What's the challenge in that this year?
Well, the good thing about it, too, though, like some of the backups that we've had here, Kyle Hinton, Elijah, they've been here. They've been in this system. They've been here with those guys. So a lot of continuity there as well. And so getting those guys up to speed, they've kind of already been up to speed. And so it's really nice. Now, a lot of the new guys that we've kind of brought in now, it's getting those guys up to speed with it. But it's like anytime you have continuity with anything, it's such a luxury. And so to have that, but now when you do have it like this, it makes everybody like you're really revved up and amped up to like, hey, there's some urgency to it. Like week 1 is upon us now. And I know that we've been handled some circumstances that you wish you didn't have, but hey, it is what it is. Let's see how well this group can handle it now.